from San Francisco, California, this is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Friday, August 7th, 2020, and it is 3:49 p.m. when I'm recording this episode. I have the backpack going because I'm recording this on the phone. I got the earbuds here, so that sometimes they might scratch against my shirt. I'm parched, so I need to open up the very first Tecate of the day. Let's see if it's true what they say. Oh, it is true. It's the best one. Whew. All right, so I just got home from work, just fed the dogs. The wife is up in the mountains. 2 of the dogs are in the mountains, so all the females in this household are up in the mountains. Only the males are here. We got the male dog, Cassie, the male supposedly head of the household, me, but really the head of the household, Brian, who's upstairs in his room. Because he's, well, I won't go into that, but yeah, so it's only dudes in the house today. I didn't download, but I paid for the Cream documentary, which came out today. So you have to go to Cream, I don't know, creammovie.com or something like that. Google Cream documentary, but I paid the $10, so I am going to click the link tonight. I'm going to be watching the Cream doc. I have been looking forward to this for a long time. I heard that girl, what's her name, Liz? Woman who wrote for Cream magazine. She was one of the people, she joined on Cream the same day that Lester Bangs did. Yeah, I can't remember her name, but she was on Eddie Trunk, and she was also on Bob Lefsett's podcast. So I've heard her interviews, and even if I didn't, I'll be looking forward to seeing this. So I look forward to it so much. I paid the $10, so I'm going to be watching that tonight. But what I'm going to do on this little day, what is this, day 5 of the Dog Days of Podcasting, where a bunch of podcasters try to do a show a day for the entire month of August. This is day 5 for me. I'm going to open Butler's mail. A package came from Amazon today. Let me pull out the scissors here. Michael Street. I'm guessing this is from Michael Street. He sent me a $50 donation for the 1000th episode, I think, and he said that there's something from my wish list coming to look out for. So I'm assuming this is what it is, because I did not order anything on Amazon for myself. I don't know what I had on my wish list, so it must be something good, because it wouldn't be on the wish list if it wasn't. There is an Amazon wish list, I believe, on the show notes at rockandrollgeek.com. So that's another way to show value for value. And thank you, Michael Street, if this is from you. So I'm opening it up here. Let's see, I got 3 things here. Let's just say a gift for you. Happy 1000th episode, friend. Stay frosty from Mike Street. Thank you, Mike Street. No, I should send him. You can learn about your gift and start a return here. Send a thank you note. All right, scan. Thank you, Michael Street. I will see if I can figure out how to do that on the Amazon app. Let's open it up here. Look at this. 2 books from Paul Rees, The Ox, the authorized biography of the Who's John Entwistle. There's a documentary of John Entwistle called The Ox as well. I don't know if you've seen that, Michael Street, but it's really good. I highly suggest it. I think it's on Netflix. I saw it about 3 or 4 years ago. I'm looking forward to this. Thank you, Paul Rees. Thank you, Paul Rees, for writing this. Thank you, Michael Street, for sending it. All right, I need more reading material to read while I'm up in the mountain house anyway. I'm in the middle of, I'm actually about 70% done with the Walter Lore book, which is on the Kindle I have here. It is called, let me see what it's called here. I don't even know what it's called. To Hell and Back or something like that. Yeah, To Hell and Back. I'm 74% done with this thing. So it's written by Walter Lore, who was the last remaining living member of the Heartbreakers, I think. Richard Hell, an early member, he's still alive. I'm not sure if Billy Rath is alive or not. I know Jerry Rowland and Johnny Thunders are no longer with us, but yeah. So after I finish that, I got more books to read. Rock and Roll Sweepstakes from Ian Hunter, the Authorized Biography, Volume 1, Mott's the Story from Ian Hunter. It's a nice color cover here with Ian Hunter looking as cool as you could possibly look. The only guy who can wear sunglasses on stage, in my opinion, and look super cool doing it. Rock and Roll Sweepstakes from Ian Hunter and The Ox, the Authorized Biography of The Who's John Entwistle. Authorized, so who authorized the John Entwistle book? His estate? Because you know John Entwistle died in a hotel room in Vegas with hookers and cocaine. The most rock and roll way to die that I know of. There goes the dog again. You hear that? Let's get a closer sound of that, because since I have the backpack carried into the room. Where is he? What are you doing, Cassie? Yeah, he stops as soon as I walk in, of course. So thank you, Michael Street, for these 2 books. And coincidentally, I spun the iTunes wheel before I loaded this thing up, and it came on. You hear that? He misses the females. It doesn't matter if it's my wife, the one who's in the dog who's in heat. Well, my wife's not the dog that's in heat, but the dog that's in heat, my wife, or Stella. So I spun the iTunes wheel, and it came up on Ian Hunter, You're Never Alone with a Schizophrenic, and the song is called When the Daylight Comes. Thank you, Michael Street, for the donation and the 2 great books. Wow, the Ian Hunter book is thick, man. Including the afterwards, 520 pages. The John Entwistle book, 337 pages, 336. Looking forward to cracking these open and reading them. Thank you, Michael Street. I really appreciate it, friend. rockandrollgeek.com is where you can find this show. Thank you for listening, friends. You can find me on the Facebook R&R Geek. Send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Please keep the show reviews coming from the past. I got one more, a Saxon one, and a couple other things. I'm keeping a outline here on Omni Outliner, and I have some suggestions from friends of the show. So I have a few things, enough maybe to get me through a week, but I need a lot more, friends, and I would really like your show reviews from the past, because those are the most fun for me. All right, where was I? rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Find me on the Facebook R&R Geek. Find me on the Twitter R&R Geek. Find me on the Instagram rockandrollgeek. Don't ask. I will talk to you tomorrow with day 6. I'm going fishing tomorrow morning. I'm all loaded up, ready to go. I got the kayak loaded. If you heard from the last Lonely Kayaker, I was out in Half Moon Bay and I got skunked while everybody else seemed to be catching limits of salmon. Oh, and I was talking to a guy at the paint store. They're catching bluefin tuna less than 10 miles off the coast of Half Moon Bay. Bluefin tuna this far north, unheard of. I don't think it's ever happened. So it's like a freak occurrence, and boats are in a frenzy now. My friend, his boat caught a 125-pound bluefin tuna. That's about it's about a $2,500 fish at least. So, but anyway, I got skunked last time, and I'm gonna get back on the horse and try it again tomorrow. It's gonna be a little bit iffy on the conditions, but I'm doing it anyway. There's some other guys that I think are gonna go out that I don't know, but I saw online that they were going out, so I'm gonna go out as well. It's an easy launch from Half Moon Bay. I'm gonna at least give it a half-a-day try, and I'm thinking maybe the bait I was using was not good, because I bought some kind of rockfish brine additive to add to fish or to bait. It was supposed to attract rockfish, and I put that on the anchovies and put that down in the water for bait. I'm thinking maybe that could have had something to do with it, because all the other guys were brining their anchovies and herring with salt and bluing liquid, which that's what I'm doing today. So tomorrow I'm going to be bringing the brine herring and anchovies with me. So maybe that will turn my luck around. I'll bring these earbuds with me this time, and I'll try to do a better quality Lonely Kayaker. We'll see how that comes out. All right, friends, enough of my yakking. Here's Ian Hunter. When the daylight comes, I'll talk to you tomorrow, friends.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.